welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about 8 tips for getting started working out. Getting started is something that I do a lot, not so much with the consistency, so I have all the tips for what you should do before you get going. It comes from many failures. Let's get into it. So the very first step is to get over the guilt that you have from stopping. If this is you, if you're anything like me and you start and stop and you just can't seem to stick to a specific plan, then there's a lot of guilt of like, why am I stopping? Why do I have to keep starting this over? All that kind of stuff. That doesn't help you. All it does is discourage you. I know that from experience. So while yes, it's good to not stop and start and stop and start, it doesn't serve you to like hold on to that guilt, right? So let that go. You know what? You're doing it now. That's all that matters. The only thing that matters is the next play. I was playing volleyball the other day, so that's kind of stuck in my head. That's all that matters is the next time, not what happened in the past. Once you've done that, you need to make a realistic plan with baby steps. You can't just, well, you can. Okay, I won't say you can't. You can do whatever you want to do. You should not try to go from 0 to 60 all at once doing all the things. If you're not used to, and I covered this a little bit in one of my previous YouTube videos for about the 75 hard challenge, if you're not used to doing all of those things, then maybe starting with that is not good for you. You should definitely just make a realistic plan where you're slowly incrementing, slowly adding in new changes, like one new thing a week or something, getting used to that, getting into these habits slowly so you don't get discouraged every time you miss something and then fail. So pick one thing, whether it's like, I want to start eating more fruits this week. I want to eat like one more serving of vegetables, or I want to eat vegetables at lunch. One little thing, one little change that you can make realistically that you can sustain. Figure out what that one change is that you can make this week and do that. If you're not a planner, if you are a planner, you can plan out the whole year, whatever you want to do. That is, I can never do that. But if you have a specific long-term goal that you want to get to, then sit down and figure out how to get there by baby steps if you want. Otherwise, just go week by week. The only thing that matters is the next thing you do, like I already said. The next thing, and these are all kind of preparation-y things, is figure out how often you're going to want to weigh yourself. So some people say don't weigh yourself every day. I like to weigh myself every day. For me, that's my like daily reminder that this is the thing that I'm doing. This is the thing that's important to me. I'm very like, I will forget things if I'm not looking at it every day. And I won't remember to go look at it every day. But if scale is sitting in my bathroom, I'm gonna see that first thing in the morning, and then I can go, oh, let's just see. And of course it's gonna fluctuate, right? It's gonna go up and down, especially if you're a woman. There's so many different factors that are gonna make it fluctuate. You know, water retention and sodium intake, which leads to water retention, and hormonal issues that happen every month. So all of these things are going to factor in to your weight. It's gonna go up and down. Don't worry about that. That's going to happen. It's gonna go up. It's just fact of life. It's gonna happen. No matter how good you're being, it's gonna fluctuate a little bit. For me, I still like to weigh myself every day and make sure that over time it's kind of going in a downward trajectory. But if you can't handle like the ups and downs, or you just don't want to see that, you don't want to do it every day, you don't feel like you need to do it every day, then do once a week, once or twice a week, once a month, whatever. I would recommend focusing on other measurements though, more so than the weight. Like the weight is interesting. It's good to see where you're at, I guess. But definitely focus on clothing sizes, measurements, like how much healthier you're eating, things like that. That'll show your progress more so than the weight, because honestly, weight, BMI, kind of pointless. If you have a lot of muscle, you're going to be considered overweight by the BMI. So very stupid measurement. And by the way, not a doctor, but I'm pretty sure a lot of doctors agree. Even if they don't, they're wrong. It's dumb. Next tip, as far as your diet goes, again, baby steps. Just take the smallest little steps that you can so you can make sure you're sustaining it. I would say add foods, don't subtract in the beginning, because if you're subtracting all the things that you want to eat, it's probably just going to discourage you. You're going to have cravings. You're going to be like, why am I even doing this? I'm like miserable and I want sugar, which you can eat sugar, by the way. But anyway, eat whatever you want. But I would say add protein and fiber before you start like subtracting all the things, because honestly, if you're adding protein, that's good for your muscles, and if you're adding fiber, makes you feel more full longer and all that stuff, so you may not even want to eat the things that you would ordinarily crave. The next few tips all have to do with exercise. The first one, buy yourself some workout clothes. Ones that fit comfortably, okay? Don't try and squeeze yourself into those clothes that you think should fit right now. If they don't actually fit, go buy ones that will, that will be comfortable. Because if your workout is associated in your brain with like squeezing yourself into clothes that are like constricting your airway, then you're not gonna wanna work out. Like you're gonna resist it because it's not comfortable, it's not fun. I would just if you can, go buy yourself a new outfit that fits. It's gonna make you feel a million times better. It's gonna motivate you to put on your new cute outfit, to work out, and yeah, it's just gonna be so much better. Then figure out your workout plan. I already talked a little bit about the planning. Maybe you've planned out the whole year, whatever. But I mean, figure out how many days you wanna work out, what workouts you're gonna do on which day. Like you can follow something like Body, or I think Peloton has programs too. I'm not 100% sure. They have like pre-designed programs that you can follow, which makes it really easy, but it does cost money. If you want like free things or whatever, you can find workouts on, there's an app called FitOn that I think is free. I'll link that in the description. I'm sure you can find things on YouTube of workouts you can do. Maybe you go to the gym anyway and you know what you wanna do. Like make up your own workout plan, just figure out what it's gonna be so that you know every day what you're gonna do, so that you don't have to make the decision on the fly. And another recommendation, if you do not have any sort of plan, you don't have any of these things that I'm talking about, you don't know what you should do on each day, go to ChatGPT and you can tell it, like, this is what goal I wanna hit, make me a workout plan. Tell me what workouts to do every day, like which part of my body to train every day, and like on which days, not every day, again, not every day. And it'll come up with something for you. It'll tell you what to work out every day. You may have to tweak it, give it some more information. Sometimes it answers weird, but you can figure that out. Anyway, that is another solid option to get a free plan. And then you can go on YouTube and find free workouts for arms or whatever, or, yeah, all that kind of stuff. And if you're not big on like structured workouts, lifting weights, all that kind of stuff, you also can just go on Meetup and find like, I don't know, whatever you want to do. For me, it was volleyball. I finally found a volleyball league, which I've been looking for a while and just haven't been going. But I was glad I finally did. So, you know, go online, Meetup, whatever, find a place where you can play volleyball or a tennis or a running group or a walking group or a hiking group or some kind of group, if you like that kind of setting, where you can go and work out and do something where you're having fun. Whatever it is that gets you moving, go for it and just try and progress over time so you're doing more and more and, yeah, making progress. And then the final step in the workout planning phase would be to get any equipment that you need. So if you've decided you're gonna be lifting weights, ChatGPT told you need to be doing those like shoulder presses and stuff, go on and get some dumbbells or whatever, resistance bands, anything. You can find that on Amazon. Zaya has resistance bands as well. I'll link to that in the description. If you haven't heard of Zaya, they're great. They also would work for getting your comfy workout outfit. So I will link all that in the description if you want to check it out. Just get any equipment that you're going to need for whatever it is that you're doing. And the final tip is to find an accountability partner. There are so many studies that show that if you are telling people about what you're trying to do, you're more likely to do it. And I know for me, like if everybody knows that I'm supposed to be doing it, it's embarrassing to me. If they find out I'm not saying you should be embarrassed if they find out you're not doing something you said you were gonna do. But for me, that like little bit of embarrassment, like, oh, I said I was gonna do this and then I didn't do it, is enough to make me do it sometimes. So, but you also could just find a friend that would go play volleyball with you or run with you or work out with you. It's just more fun with people. For some people, I like to work out at home, but whatever. And then the competition also like pushes you to work harder sometimes. So accountability partner is always a good idea. And I think that's it. That is my 8 tips to get started working out. If you like this video, you can check out all of my other ones on my channel, or feel free to give this one a like and subscribe. I am going to post new videos every Saturday. And then also, if you need help finding your new cute workout outfit, I do have a style quiz you can take where I'll recommend some things that I think you'll love from Zaya Activewear. Not sure if you've heard of them, but they are awesome. This hoodie is Zaya. All of my clothes actually are Zaya, but not gonna step back that far. But their stuff is amazing. So many good, high quality, cute workout clothes. Light and tight leggings are where it's at. I will link to the shop and the style quiz in the description if you're interested. I think that's it. See you next time.